Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel I'm going to be doing a long overdue vinyl update. This is the second one for the channel and just to showcase some albums and singles that have made inroads into my collection. And this is going to be my last video of September, guys. This is the video I'm gonna make before I go away, and because I'm going away to like my parents for a week, so I thought I would do a overdue vinyl update video before I spend some quality family time with my parents for a week, and then I think videos should resume early October. So yeah, really good stuff, and I'm gonna probably do part 2 of my book collection when I get back, because there's still about 2-3 books I've got at my parents that belonged to me, but I just left them behind. I left those books behind at my parents' house, so I need to go back and get those to include in that video. So without further ado, we're going to go straight off the bat, and I went back to, where was it, guys? Crash Records, Wolf Sound Records in Leeds last month during the summer, and I picked up a couple of really good singles actually, guys. I think these 3 are from Wall of Sound Records. Massive shout out to Elliot who works there. He's run that shop for many years now. Fantastic guy who works there, so shout out to you there, Elliot. And this single's by The Long Pigs, great band, with the single On and On. Richard Hawley on guitar. And what's the B-side to this one? I think the B-side's called Dozen Wicked Words and Sleep. And on a nice blue vinyl there. Nice custom label to that one. And I think if we open it, it's like makes like a poster or something. Yeah. So it's like a little poster or something, yeah. So that's that. Yeah, poster bag, that's it. So yeah, Long Pigs, great band from Sheffield. I'll always have Mark at the Beehive in Alnwick to thank for recommending me this band to me. Like, I think he recommended them about, probably, was it about 6-7 years? Was it? No, I think it was about 5 years ago, something. So yeah, that's Long Pigs. And the other one from a great, is it second or third album from Graham Parker and The Rumour, and that's Discovering Japan and Local Girls from the brilliant Squeezing Out Sparks album. Yep, there we go. Absolutely top album. Great stuff. And yeah, brilliant stuff. So I've got that from Wall of Sound Records as well. And a bit of Embrace and Nature's Law. I'm sure Paul Magpie will approve of this, because I know he's a massive fan of Embrace. And this is the song, yeah, Nature's Law. And the B-side's on here is called Soulmates. So yeah, lovely orange vinyl. That's really cool. And the other 7-inch single, I think I got this from RPM Music in Newcastle. I think I got this about a couple of months ago, and it's one of the Echo and the Bunnymen singles I was missing in my collection, The Puppet. Yeah, really good single. Backed with Do It Clean and produced by the Chameleons, who I have seen live last year at the Riverside in Newcastle. So yeah, really good stuff. That's Echo and the Bunnymen, The Puppet. And yeah, these couple of 12-inch singles. I went to York last month for my mum's birthday gathering shindig. And I think I had a free couple of hours I think I had a free, it was Friday when we arrived in York, and we had a free afternoon or something, and then obviously the next day was our family gathering. So yeah, I think my mum and dad were doing a bit of shopping as well, and then I decided to go to Earworm Records in York. Great record shop, guys. I've been to this record shop before and they sell some fantastic stuff, and both of these David Bowie singles I've never seen in the wild. So we've got Little Wonder backed with a dance mix of Little Wonder and the Adam F mix of the song Telling Lies, taken from the album Earthling. And that's what the label looks like there. So really cool to get that one, and a Bowie single I've never seen in the wild. And then we've got a brilliant song from an amazing album, Station to Station, and that is Wild as the Wind. That's with, I don't know if it's the original version of Golden Years, but yeah, really great to get this one too. And yeah, on the RCA Victor label there. And I think I picked this one up a while ago from RPM. Yeah, I think I got this along with something else. And this is Shades of Blue by The great band. Absolutely loved their, I would say, first 3 albums I think are excellent, especially the debut Soul Mining. And yeah, Shades of Blue. And this has got Jealous of You, Another Boy Drowning, the live version, and Solitude and Dolphins. So yeah, really cool to get this one. And taking a look at the label on the Epic label there. So really cool to get that one. I love these the 12-inch singles for the artwork as well. Really good stuff. So yeah, I haven't played the exclusive B-sides to this yet, but yeah, really good to get that one. So that's the and Shades of Blue. Also a song by Edwyn Collins, 50 Shades of Blue. Great song as well from Edwyn Collins. And so I went back to West Yorkshire I've been 3 times this year, I think. Once at the end of June, and then I went when else did I go? I went end of July, intertwined into early August, and then I went mid-August as well, because I went to see Air at the Peace Hall, Noel Gallagher at the Peace Hall, and then I went to go and see Pixies at the Peace Hall. I think I went to Vinyl Tap in August, and I got, these things, and really good stuff. Great to see. Massive shout out to Mark, who works at Vinyl Tap. Wonderful guy. I've known him for years. Top guy. And we actually, me, him, and his girlfriend had like a couple of, I think we had a couple of pints, we had a couple of drinks, and we met up I think it was like on a Thursday evening or something. So yeah, that was really cool to catch up with Mark for like the first time in 3 years. That was really good stuff. And if you're watching, Mark, thank you so much for a wonderful catch up, and great to meet your girlfriend as well. That was really lovely catch up. That was. I think we went to. We had a couple of drinks in like Halifax and stuff, which is my hometown. And I got these few singles from Vinyl Tap. I got From Head to Toe from Elvis Costello, a couple of Elvis Costello singles. And this is backed with, and it's got I love it when they do that, when they do the tour dates on the back as well. From Head to Toe, and then what's the other one? The World of Broken Hearts. Great to get that one. And then the other one from a fantastic underrated album, Blood and Chocolate, and this is the single Tokyo Storm Warning. And that's the label there. And on the B-side is Black Sails in the Sunset. Really good to get this, because there's still a few Elvis Costello singles I still want to get into the collection, and yeah, I actually need to rummage through my 7-inch singles shelves and see which ones it is I don't have again, because yeah, I need to try and see which ones I need to rectify still. So that's Elvis Costello, Tokyo Storm Warning, and then are we moving on? Yeah, we're moving on to the albums now. And yeah, I got this for a really good deal. An album I didn't get round to picking up, what do you call it, and when it came out, I think during the pandemic, but I got this for about £14 for double red vinyl, £14 for an album I still haven't listened to as well. Hey Clockface by Elvis Costello, which I think got pretty average, middle, sort of like of the road album it's meant to be, but I'm looking forward to listening to it. And I went to go and see Elvis Costello earlier in the month, and he was really good, him and Steve Nye, throughout the gig. And I think in spite of that, I wanted to pick up a couple more like Costello. I think there's still like I think there's a couple of other Costello albums that have been reissued that I would love to pick up at some point. So yeah, really good to get a copy of this for an awesome price as well. And yeah, and Elvis Costello albums, especially the latter ones, like the reissues and stuff, are always well packaged, I find. That's what one of the inner sleeves looks like. So yeah, that is what the red vinyl looks like. Really good stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to this album at some point. I think it's got like a bit of a, I don't know, I don't know if it's like a sort of European feel, this album, or something. It's meant to be an okay album, but I would like to make my mind up on it. Mark from Vinyl Tap, he assured me it's actually not a bad album, so I'm looking forward to giving that one a listen at some point. And I never thought I'd be hearing myself saying that I finally picked up my first Blur album on vinyl. Now, Blur, I've always liked their singles, guys, but the albums I tried, I just never really connected with. But over time, and I think with age, I really came to appreciate Blur a lot more. There's a lot more to Blur than I originally gave them credit for. I'm really looking forward to checking out their brand new documentary at some point as well, and I think they've done a live concert film at Wembley Stadium, is it? That's meant to be really good. And yeah, HMV had a great sale, and a lot of Blur albums were reduced, which I think normally Blur albums tend to go a bit inflacious in price, like the reissues. But yeah, the 30th anniversary edition of my favourite Blur album as it stands, and it was only £25, which I thought was really good for a copy of Modern Life is Rubbish. Absolutely great album from Blur. Their second album, you've got For Tomorrow, Adverts, Starships, Blue Jeans, Chemical World, which is probably my favourite Blur song, and then Oily Water, Sunday. Yeah, absolutely wonderful album from Blur. And there's still a couple more Blur albums I do want to pick up on vinyl, like Leisure and The Great Escape 13, them albums, the self-titled one as well. And on this translucent orange vinyl as well, guys, which is really nice. It sounded really good on vinyl as well, because some of the reissues I've picked up in the past, I find the sound quality is a little bit hit and miss sometimes, but this one did sound terrific. So yeah, I can't wait to see what else is in store for the other Blur reissues that I add to my collection at some point. So that's Modern Life is Rubbish. Great album. And yeah, again, a band that I have known about excuse me, guys, for a long time. A band that I've known about for a long time, but again, I just never really got round to listening to any of their albums. I think I just never really had the urgency to check out any of their albums, whilst there was still a few really good songs I really did like. And yeah, I picked up this album, which I think was good deal. I think it was £23 from RPM Music in Newcastle. I got my first album from Death Cab for Cutie, and that's yeah, Transatlantic. And this sounded really good. Really enjoyed this. I think I've listened to it a couple of times. There was one track I absolutely loved. I can't remember what it was. It might have been on side 3. But I absolutely loved it, and they had a couple of other really good, there was a couple of other really good tracks on here as well, and lovely inner sleeve to this one. So yeah, Death Cab for Cutie, like a alternative American band, really good. I would love to get the copy of what do you call it, guys? Codes and Keys, that album, and that song is absolutely beautiful. I love that. So yeah, really cool to get my first album from this band. I'm not sure how sort of rare or common their first few albums are to get on vinyl, because this was their 4th album. But yeah, I really did enjoy this. I think, as I said, I'm trying to remember that track off side 3 now. I can't remember if it was Passenger Seat, but it sounded great, really great. And this is a good album of theirs. That's Death Cab for Cutie. And yeah, we're going to get on to 3 brand new albums that have come out this year. And there's still a couple more new albums I want to pick up before the year is up. And I would probably say, guys, this has been a better year to last year in regards to new music and stuff, because I think new music for last year, I think there was a lot of albums. I think there was just a lot of new releases that just wasn't really my cup of tea, whilst there was still some really good ones out there as well. But yeah, I think for me, yeah, this has been a better year for new music and stuff, and I have absolutely loved it this year in general as well, if I'm being honest, guys. Yeah, really good stuff. And so we've got 3 new albums that have come out this year, and this is probably contender, guys, for my favourite album of this year. It could well be, and that's the brand new album from Molchat Doma. Absolutely loved this. This is absolutely great. Still new and sealed. It's on a cloudy clear vinyl, so I haven't took this one out of the shrink wrap yet. But it's brilliant. Sort of very Depeche Mode-esque, and I think they're Ukrainian band, and yeah, really good. Just a real callback to the 80s synth pop scene and stuff, and it's excellent, really terrific stuff. So that's the brand new album from Molchat Doma. The next one is excuse me, one that came out I think it was back in May time or earlier in the year, and yeah, this is absolutely wonderful stuff. This is a band that felt very jangly pop, jangle pop from like the 80s scene, music scene, with that excellent jangle pop and stuff, and indie pop. A couple of bands to mention, like the Shop Assistants, or I would probably say the Go-Betweens. And this is like an Australian, like sort of Australian indie pop band. And this album's absolutely terrific. This really blew me away when I first listened to it. And that's Fair Weather Friends by the Umbrellas. Great album, this, guys. Yeah, I picked this one up like earlier in the year. There's a fairly new band at the minute called the Reds, Pinks and the Purples, who I think are really good, super underrated band, and they've brought out a new album out like earlier in the year that I would like to pick up before the year is up. But I think that band are super productive since they started. Excuse me. And this comes on a nice, like, yeah, there we go. Green vinyl there. And yeah, some favourite tracks. I loved Echoes. That is a beautiful song. And then Say What You Mean. And then the other one, I think, is When You Find Out. Absolutely excellent album, this, guys. Really enjoyed this. I loved the lead vocalists on here as well. Like, there was a guy and then there was a lady in there, and yeah, it's wonderful stuff. So that's the Umbrellas and Fair Weather Friend. Really good, and will be included in my end of year like album list as well. And then, only giving this the one listen, but a solid comeback album, because it's his first album in 5 years, and that's Richard Hawley and In This City They Call You Love. Yep, I thought this was a really solid album from Richard Hawley. I went to see him live back in June, and he was very good. And yeah, got some really good stuff on here called When the Lights Go Out and Deep Waters, Heavy Rain, and like Two for His Heels. I think that was a single, I think it was. Yeah, really good album, this, guys. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. And lovely like gatefold to this one as well. Excellent stuff. And the man there. And on a nice, translucent blue vinyl there. Really good. And yeah, I think I might need to give this a couple more listens to see if my opinion changes on it. But for right now, it is a really solid album. Obviously, I don't think it's as good as some of his other albums, like Cole's Corner and what you call it, guys, from 2007, Ladies Bridge. I think they're both amazing albums, but this is still a solid one from Richard Hawley. And oh yeah, I've been really getting into this band recently, guys, and again, a bit similar to like Blur and Death Cab for Cutie. I've always liked what I've heard from this band in regards to like singles and stuff, but I've just always been a little bit hesitant to maybe check out like any of their albums. And I thought to myself, one day I was on the bus, and I think I like to listen to music when I'm on the bus and transport and stuff. And I've heard really good things about this album. You know, I know Paul Magpie has been singing this band's praises of late, and I decided to listen to their first album, and I absolutely fell in love with it, guys. I really took my breath away to this album, and that's Embrace and the Goodwill Out. Absolutely wonderful, great debut album from Embrace. I gotta say though, guys, I didn't realise how kind of steep up in price this debut album is, like the reissues, but I think Vinyl Tap did this one for about £32, which I thought was really good. And I forgot to mention those other reissues I think I got from Beatdown Records as well. Like, yeah, the last three I think I've shown there. But yeah, I got this from Vinyl Tap. And yeah, this is a great debut album, this from Embrace. And no gatefold to this one. But I think this was like its original inner sleeves as well. Really good stuff. And Embrace from my neck of the woods as well, Halifax. I think is it Wakefield, still somewhere in West Yorkshire, and yeah, absolutely awesome stuff. And yeah, that's what one of the vinyl, one of the records. Oh God's sake, come on, Sam, away. One of the records looks like as well. So yeah, awesome stuff. And yeah, on this side, you've got all you good people, and my weakness is none of your business. You've got to say yes, and The Last Gas, which is a great song. Come back to what you know. Awesome stuff. And what's the other one again? Does it say on here? Again, nice inner sleeve to that one, and the other one, and I absolutely loved the track Fireworks. That is a beautiful song. And then the title track, which is the closure song, The Goodwill Out, which is, yeah, beautiful, like closing track. That yeah, really great debut album from Embrace. Definitely reminded me of, like, say, The Verve from like their Urban Hymns album, and also a bit of Elbow as well. I would say a bit of sort of like early Elbow. It did remind, a couple of tracks reminded me of, like, say, I think maybe the Takeoff and Landing of Everything album and stuff. So yeah, really great. Embrace The Goodwill Out. And then I think I got this again from HMV's website. I think it was about 20 quid, which I thought, again, nowhere as good as their debut album, but still a very solid second album. And that's Drawn From Memory, which I think has definitely grown on me over time. I really can say I really like this album still. You've got some great tracks on here, like The Love It Takes, You're Not Alone, which I think is the single off here. And then you've got Hooligan, which did remind me of Beck, like something that Beck would do. And I Had a Time, the last track. That's a beautiful song. So yeah, really glad to, like, yeah, get this one in my collection. And that's what the label looks like there as well. So yeah, I think in terms of Embrace, I would like to get a copy of the album that's turned 20 this year. That's got Gravity and Ashes on there. Oh, what is it called? With the red cover, and they're like gathered on the cover. Oh man, is it honestly, guys, that is gonna bug me now. I actually can't remember what the title of that album is, but they're like, I think the most acclaimed album from 2004. Yeah, so I would love to get a copy of that. And the other, I got it from HMV's website, and this one I got from Reflex Music in Newcastle, This New Day, and this was the first Embrace album that I picked up on vinyl as well. And yep, really good album. And I think I probably did prefer this to their their fourth album. Again, the album that's got Gravity and Ashes, both of them singles on there. Is it Out of Nothing? I think that's what it's called. And yep, it was Mark Loafers in Halifax at the Peace Hall, the record shop at the Peace Hall. And yeah, he was really fond of like this album, and he said, yes, Sam, definitely give this album a go, you might really like this one. And Yeah, absolutely, really great, very underrated album. This is, guys. I don't think it got the best like reviews. I think when I was like searching it up, but I really enjoyed it. I connected with this album. Very good stuff. You've got the single Nature's Law, Sainted, I Can't Come Down, which is a great song, and then you've got Celebrate, which is another great song in there. Yeah, really good album from Embrace. Really enjoyed this one. So yeah, looking forward to picking up a couple more Embrace's albums on vinyl. Like I say, I might get the album Out of Nothing at some point, and then the third album with the bluish cover on there. That was really good. So that's This New Day by Embrace. Roy at Blue Roy Movies, his son Nathan, really nice guy, as Roy is as well. Nathan was selling a few of his records, and he did a really good deal on both of these albums. And yeah, thank you so much, Nathan. I really do appreciate it. Both of these albums are going to be well treasured in the collection forever, and they're both albums that I'm very fond of. Had them on CD for the longest time, and I thought, I'm a big fan of this band. They're one of my favourite bands, and I thought it's about time that I get some more albums from this band into my collection. So the next one is Favourite Worst Nightmare by Arctic Monkeys. Classic second album from Arctic Monkeys, when they were definitely at their peak of their powers. Definitely, you know, tracks like Brainstorm and Teddy Picker, and yeah, Fluorescent Adolescent, that is featured on the In-Betweeners. And then you've got the Old Yellow Bricks and 505, which is my favourite track on here. Really great album, this, guys. Awesome stuff from the Arctics, who I have seen live back in, it was 2018 at Newcastle Arena, and they were really good. Very good stuff. And does this come with the, I think, yeah, oh, this comes with like I think like an insert and stuff. Yep, so really good to get that one. That's Arctic Monkeys' Favourite Worst Nightmare. Great album, guys. Yeah, I remember listening to this constantly when I was like back at high school, and all the people in my age group would be listening to like the Arctics like at high school and stuff. And yeah, I still love the band now. Great stuff. And the other one that I got in that awesome deal was the album AM from Arctic Monkeys. Again, really good album. I remember listening to this constantly, like upon release, like Do I Want to Know, Are You Mine, One for the Road, Why Do You Only Call Me When You're High, Snap Out of It, and I Want to Be Yours. Yep, really good album, this, guys. And yeah, the band's there. Don't think that one came. Did that come with a gatefold as well? The don't think I showed the gatefold for Favourite Worst Nightmare. I forgot to show the gatefold for that. That's the gatefold for that there. Apologies about that light in there, guys. Crying Lightning, I should say. Now we're talking about Arctic Monkeys. And yeah, really good stuff. And that's what the label looks like there and stuff. So yeah, that is Arctic Monkeys and their album AM, which I really do like. And I think you've got like yeah, like an insert there as well. So yeah, looking forward to playing both of these albums on vinyl. Back in West Yorkshire, back in Halifax at the start of the month, which was yeah, in August, sorry, at the start of August. And this is a band I've heard about for a little while now, but I never picked up one of their albums, and that's The Cry with Quick Slow. And yeah, this was decent. This was very 80s, but I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, some decent stuff there from 1984. I think I got it for about £7 from Revo Records. And that's what the label looks like there. So there was a song by The Cry that I really liked. I think it was from the early 90s. I think late 80s or early 90s, and it was called what do you call it? Alone, which I think is a beautiful song. So yeah, if an album is very similar to that sound throughout the record, I might have to look out for that one. So that's The Cry. And I got this one from Wall of Sound Records when I was in Leeds last month. I think the same day as, or is it the day after I saw Pixies? And I remember John at Mondo Chelovek talking about this album very highly, and that is Nash the Slash, which I really enjoyed this album. Yeah, very, very good album. On disc, which OMD was also on, and this is the album, is it called Children of the Night, it's called. And the tracks, they did a cover of 19th, Nervous Breakdown, and Dopes on the Water, which is their rendition of Smoke on the Water. And yeah, there was a couple really good tracks on here, like Deep Forest as well, on the on the Din disc label there. I'll have to see more who other bands were on this label as well, because if it's anything like similar to this or OMD, I'm happy. I've not had a chance to play yet. I picked this up from Mama Roke Records in Whitley Bay on Friday with Ryan at Let's Get Kicking Pods. And yeah, I picked this up on that day on Friday, and that is Marshall Crenshaw, who I think Ross Goodall and James Griffiths have talked about a couple of times on their channels. And yeah, got this for a tenner. Really good to get this one. I think it's meant to be similar to like Elvis Costello and Graham Parker as well. So I'm looking forward to him checking this album out at some point. I think he's an American artist, and yeah, really good stuff like from the like new wave scene and that. So yeah, look forward to giving that one a listen. That's Marshall Crenshaw, and I really like the cover there as well. And then second to last one now, and I picked up oh wow, second to last one. I picked this one up at Wall of Sound Records, I think at the end of June, just before I went to go and see what do you call it, Air at the Peace Hall. And yeah, I think Elliot did this album for £5. I think that was what the album went for, £5. And again, I watched Ross Goodall talk about this one very highly, and I picked it up after watching that vinyl update video. And well, I think he did that. He showed this on the channel like a year and a bit before I picked it up. But yeah, like a really good album from 1989. And this is the album called yeah, Now and Again. So yeah, really enjoyed this album. On the Capitol label there. Very good stuff. And if I ever see any more albums by this band, The Grapes of Wrath, if I ever see their albums knocking about in the wilds, then yeah, I'll definitely have to pick them up at some point. So yeah, that's The Grapes of Wrath. And the last one, bit of a mighty find. I picked this up from RPM Music, and this was an original copy. I think this was about £20 for an original copy of this. And every time I see full albums go for a good price, especially like original copies, I will try and go for the original version. And I think this was about just under or 20 quid, which I could not fault that. And that is the Friends Experiment by The Fall. Really good album from The Fall. Really enjoyed this, and got some awesome tracks on here. Really enjoyed. You've got Victoria, and you've got In These Times. And my favourite tracks on here is probably like Athlete Cured. So yeah, really good album this, guys. I don't know if this came with like an original inner sleeve, but just happy to get an original copy, to be honest. And yeah, quite a nice condition on the Beggars Banquet label there. Good stuff. So yeah, really happy to get this. And I'd like to get a copy of Dragnet, like their second album, on vinyl at some point, but just seeing it for a decent price is all, because like originals of that album tend to go for a canny bit, to be fair. And their first album, Live at the Witch Trails, really good album, which I've always mistaken it for an actual live album, but it is an actual studio album. And let's brighten it up out there. Yeah, sun's coming out. And yeah, so that's the Friends Experiment. And yeah, and I think there's one other full album they did in like the late 80s with like an orange cover I would love to like pick up at some point, but that is a really good one from RPM Music. That's the Friends Experiment. And there you go, guys. That will conclude another vinyl update video, my second vinyl update video for the channel. I hope there was something for everyone in this video. Do let me know in the comments your thoughts on any of these bands and artists. What's your favourite tracks by them? What's your favourite albums by them? I would love to know all that good stuff in the comments down below. And I want to take the time, guys, to say thank you, as always, for the continuous support on the channel. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, this will be my last video of September, but I will be returning for more content in October time. And I might even do my horror Blu-ray collection video at some point next month as well. So, yep, I'm going back to my parents for a week, spend some quality family time, and going to be watching movies, listening to music and stuff, reading a book. And, yep, that'll be really cool. And, yep, I'll be back in early October. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.